The 2018 season was the season of the Big Three: Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch. But as an overall, the 2018 season was one that Stewart Haas Racing was a complete team from top to bottom. And the stats and complete speed that the team had in the entire organization show that they were the dominant team of 2018. The season started out fast for Stewart Haas. After an unfortunate finish to the Daytona 500 that could have seen newcomer Aric Almirola bring SHR back-to-back Daytona.
Almirola, who had a bad crash, Kansas last year, missed 6 races. That's when Bubba Wallace got his chance to drive the 43. Almirola moved on at the end of the season to Stewart Haas Racing, and he is a lap away from the checkered flag in the Daytona 500.
Well, he did what his crew chief told him. You got the lead. Hang on to it.
Yeah, he's just got to keep those two side by side behind him. Keep working those lanes. I like the inside lane in the corner, the outside lane on the straightaways. It's going to be a big push coming on the top lane.
Moving to the same both lanes.
Boy, this is going to
move to the top lane.
Going to have to be quick. Going to have to be quick.
Almirola up to cover. Dillon, where will
Dillon's
he go?
Going to get there.
Oh, into Almirola. Around he goes.
Good.
Hang on to it, bud. Hang on to it.
The team would see Kevin Harvick immediately show that he was going to be the car to beat for the entire season, as he would win the next 3 consecutive races.
So it's down in turn 4.
Final lap of stage 1.
Boy, Erik Jones fighting, battling to stay on the lead lap.
Ooh.
I don't think he did.
White flag. Clint Boyer making a run for second place on Brad Keselowski.
Nothing coming.
Kevin Harvick puts on a clinic and wins the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500.
Good job, Connor.
Hallelujah. What a relief. Awesome job.
And indeed, Harvick has lapped up to 16th place. So Aric Almirola remains last car on the lead lap, along with his other Stewart Haas teammate Clint Boyer, just ahead 1 spot. Chase Elliott having a fine drive in 8th. And the flag waves over Kevin Harvick, the winner of stage 1 in Las Vegas. Laney and Larson. Joey Logano and Kyle Busch fighting for stage points, which are awarded at the line as they complete.
Just don't know what more you could say about this dominant performance back to back. 2 in a row. Kevin Harvick's never won 3 in a row, so next week's going to be very interesting to watch.
Class remains in session. Kevin Harvick, Rodney Childers, Stewart Haas Racing, and Ford go to victory lane, 2nd week in a row, winning the Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube.
Just 3 weeks of dominance. Car down in the corner, nice and smooth. Look at it, not even fighting the wheel, just kind of on cruise control, bringing her to the house.
He hadn't led a lap here in the last 3 races. Boy, he changed that today.
Off turn 4, Happy Harvick gets his 40th career win and his 9th at Phoenix.
How about that, boys? That's how you rebound and just shut.
The winning wouldn't stop there, as a career resurgence would be seen out of Clint Boyer in the 2018 season.
All clear, man. All clear. All clear. Race is official. Bring this thing home. Playoff first, a Busch Clash entry, and an all-star race, Hollow.
Tick-tock, grandfather clock. Clint Boyer wins Martinsville.
Want to be? He's got speed in the car, Dale, and he's keeping his teammate at arm's length.
Yes, they keep your eye on Clint Boyer, but he's not really driving away from his teammate Kurt Busch. And behind them, Denny Hamlin is closed into that threesome. And it's pretty interesting to see these guys, how they're working these lines. Even though it's a one-groove track, there are things they're doing on entry and exit to make gains. Yeah, see Kyle Busch way in the back of this line. He made an instant move off of 3 to try to get a run on Larson. Not going to happen. Clint Boyer's going to win this thing.
Clint Boyer is going to win stage number 1. It'll be a 1-2 finish for Stewart Haas Racing. Get it going. And They've called it. Clint Boyer and Mother Nature win Michigan.
Tony, we won again. How about that 14? Gene Haas, thank you for this opportunity.
Final lap of the stage, and he's trying to stay on the lead lap. And believe he will if he can make it around to the green and white checkered flag, which has waved for Kevin Harvick. The free pass. Harvick's going to win the stage. Who's going to get the right to come around and get back on the lead lap? William Byron.
That was a
Career start
Nothing out back.
for the 42-year-old from Bakersfield, California. Moving to 18th on the all-time win list. Here he comes for his 41st career win. Kevin Harvick wins Dover.
okay.
Everybody gets by.
Go stay green.
Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez. Will they have a chance at Kevin Harvick?
Wow, they're side by side.
They're still side by side.
Suarez really sealed that thing into third turn. It's going to come out in second place.
The closer, Kevin Harvick, wins the Monster Energy All-Star Race.
The season stages were dominated by SHR's Kevin Harvick, as his 19 stage wins led the series over closest competitor Martin Truex's 10. Stewart Haas would finish the season winning 24 stages as a team. The next closest team would be Penske with 16.
3 wide going into turn 3. Further back.
Oh, what a pile this is going to be for a top 10 spot.
No kidding.
Kurt Busch wins stage 2. It's on from there.
Car that's not driving that well, that's when you get time to think about how miserable you are inside that car.
And amazingly, a little over a year ago, Eric Almirola suffered a compression fracture in a crash at Kansas. Now he comes out of turn 4. He's going to win his first ever stage in the Monster Energy Cup Series. Almirola wins stage 1.
Inside, then letting them get to his outside.
Truex went to the top to stop Harvick's advance.
And there's Harvick.
He's there.
Yeah, it just
Not
got
this
so
time.
much more grip, the 4 does.
Never been a last lap pass here. There it is with 1 to go. Top of turn 2. Gets that run into 3. Truex will have one more shot, and here he comes on the bottom. Missed it by that much. Kevin Harvick wins in Kansas.
There are a handful of races where a team dominates a race in NASCAR's history. Stewart Haas Racing's dominance of the Talladega 2018 fall race was one of those. From qualifying 1 through 4 by a considerable margin in front of Hendrick Motorsports 5 through 8, the team proceeded to line up single file 1 through 4 and just pull away from the pack. SHR would run and finish stages 1 and 2 in positions 1 through 4, as the only drama for the finishing of the race came through late race cautions, leading to overtime that caused drivers to run out of gas, including Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch. The team would finish the race having led 155 of the 193 laps in Eric Almirola's win, followed by Clint Boyer finishing second in a race that the only reason there was ever doubt who would win was because of overtime fuel concerns.
Harvick, he's coming to pit road. That moves Logano behind Boyer. That's going to change the strategy of these Stewart Haas cars.
Here and give a push to the 10, but he doesn't have any help behind him.
Almirola
Here he goes.
moves
Almirola
to the outside.
The 41's out of gas. Almirola to the lead.
Almirola
Big
comes out of 4. Does he have enough gas to get to the finish line? Almirola all the way to the bottom of the track. Eric Almirola is going to win at Talladega.
In a season which was top driver heavy for teams, Kyle Busch for Joe Gibbs, Chase Elliott for Hendrick, and Furniture Row only sported a single car team in Truex's terrific season. The closest competition to Stewart Haas's 2018 season as a team was Penske's season, being the only other team to see all drivers win a race and win a stage. But as Penske was a couple steps behind, as Stewart Haas was able to finish the season winning a third of the races with 12 wins and an additional all-star race win. The team displayed their raw speed every week with their 9 poles, led by Kurt Busch's 5 and Harvick's 4. So even though Kevin Harvick led the team with 8 wins and 19 stage wins, the other drivers got the job done, with Kurt's 5 poles, a win, and a 7th place in the standings. Clint Boyer won 2 races, and Eric Almirola won a single race, but finished the season 5th in the standings.
2018. Doesn't have a deal for next year. Hasn't won in 58 races. 1 to go. Kurt Busch trying to make sure he's in the playoffs with a win. Kurt Busch has a 6-pack of Monster Energy in Bristol.
SHR 2018. While this wasn't a season for the record books for most wins or most stage wins or various stats, and a season in which nearly every organization had large gaps in their own teams, Stewart Haas was the organization that brought winning and dominating speed with all 4 of their cars each and every week for a dominating season of 2018.
Those two were able to get out front, and that track position has been key. So Kevin Harvick will make his way back out of turn 4, and he will win stage 1.
If it's another loose wheel, well, the pit crew didn't get too excited. Obviously, they've got that stage brake so they can bring him back down pit road now.
Stage 1 winner and stage 2 winner. Kevin, one more time around in Texas. Kevin Harvick putting together one of the greatest seasons of his life, looking for his 8th win of 2018, and more importantly, a secured spot in the championship board for another chance at a championship. Harvick wins at Texas. There you go. Logano locks himself in to the championship 4. Now Texas. Kevin said, you know what? Come down here and check this car out. This man right here is going, are you kidding me?
So when he goes to school tomorrow,